Hello guys, how's it going? I am Pixie the Bug, or Pixie, or even Danny, whatever you decide to call me. Um, it's been a while since I posted anything, and I do that quite frequently. At least once a year I go and disappear for a few months. Excuse me, I'm having an allergy attack right when I start filming, of course. But yeah, you can see my desk. I show it off every time, so if you want to see it, there it is. But usually when I get busy, I stop filming for quite a while. And so I decided I was going to start in on something new, and then I decided why would I do that when there's so much for us to still cover that I could still do dealing with ghosts, and that's what I feel like a lot of you came here for. And that's where I get a lot of my views. So today I thought that what I would do is I would stick into my own state. Now, if you're looking down and actually looking at what I've got, it's New York State. And the reason that's up is because today I wanted to talk about something that's a lot closer to home that I could actually get to. But before I get into that, one of the things that I wanted to say was that part of the reason I went quiet was because I went back to school for my biology degree. So I should start being able to film more often. So, there's that. The more fun stuff, what we usually do, we talk about ghosts. And so I was sitting here thinking about something that I was passionate about as well, which was why? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry about the screeching. But one thing that I'm very passionate about is the Amazon rainforest. So I was thinking of going over and talking about that. But ignore that for now. Right now, we're going to talk about the Haunted History Trail. One thing, there's a lot of things about my state I don't like, but one thing that I do like is the haunted stuff. And as you can see, we have a whole book. It's called The Haunted History Trail of New York State. And I don't know if I talked about this before or not, but here it is, hauntedhistorytrail.com. I will go to it just to show it to you. And yeah, there we go. Haunted. The one cool thing that my state did, and I don't know if any other place did, was made a haunted history trail. Which basically, if you look what I did to my own thing. If you look here, which is what I had it open to, it gives you a list of all the different haunted places that are here in New York State and an idea of where they are. So if you want an idea of where I am over here. I don't care if you know my city, because, it's a city of 30,000, you will find me. But that gives you an idea of where I am in the state. And so a lot of times wanting to go see something is a lot more difficult. Now over here, like the first one is East Bethany. That is Rolling Hills Asylum. I've been there, and it is freaking fantastic. So if you guys are looking for a haunted place to go see, Rolling Hills Asylum is fantastic. I loved it. And it's all authentic stuff that you catch. And I have the pleasure of being a cousin to somebody who actually does ghost hunting. So that's cool. So if you want to see him, he's actually on Facebook. And I don't know if I'll find it right off the bat. And I'm not going to show you all my Facebook. I'm not. But it's the Warren Paranormal Investigation Unit that he runs. And I see him every so often. He lives a little bit away, so that, we don't see each other a lot, but I see him usually at least once a year, which is nice. But he runs the Warren Society of the Paranormal stuff. I guess I won't find it right now, and that's fine. You can look it up if you want to, but his name is Scott if you want to find him. He goes live sometimes and does all kinds of things. But the Haunted History Trail, you can get this button right here, which isn't, going into focus. Is called Get Free Guide. And I've gotten that. And there's another button up here called Get Brochure, and I've gotten that as well. So right here is Rolling Hills Asylum. So that's pretty cool. But there's just all kinds of stuff that we have. There's stuff that's really, really famous. Fort William Henry Museum. Fort William is pretty famous. There's Fort Ontario. And it's just really neat. Something that a lot of people don't know is that the Erie Canal Museum is actually haunted. So, from what I've noticed, a lot of the area that tends to get a lot of stuff, if you look like in New York State, or in New York City, which is all the way over here, that's 8 hours from me, they have a lot of abandoned places. So, let me explain something. Just because something is abandoned does not mean it's haunted. Let me say that again. Just because something is abandoned does not mean it's haunted. However, going into an abandoned place is A, can be illegal, and B, can be very dangerous. There's a lot of abandoned places, even in my town, where, the roof is missing, stuff's broken, and there's a lot of homeless, so you have the chance of running into somebody who's potentially dangerous in that way. So, if you think it's cool that a bunch of YouTubers go in and do, urban exploration, that's 100% fine, because A, they're doing it with people that they trust, but B, be prepared for whatever you're going to find. And I'm not saying grab a gun and go looking. I'm saying just because it's abandoned and you can sneak into it doesn't mean it's safe to do so. Just throwing it out there. A haunted place is something that you can sometimes do ghost hunts in. Like this, I know that there's the Hinsdale house that's really haunted, and you can go there and, a lot of these are places that you can go in and explore and get, tickets and stuff. The Rolling Hills Asylum actually does ghost hunts. I've been there several times. Look, there's a mini map of what I showed you here. And there's a lot of places that you can do. The Fort William Henry Museum, obvious. The historic site of Fort Ontario, the Erie Canal Museum. These are all places that you can legally go to. So if you want to go wandering around one of these, you can pay a small price and go on a tour. I paid quite a bit to do Rolling Hills Asylum, but it was more of a private tour where we could just walk around by ourselves. And so that to me is a lot more interesting, because if something happens, if you hear a weird noise, it's not because somebody behind you coughed or whatever. So it just depends. This is the getaway thing. Ghostly getaway packages. You can go away. This one is Ghostly Gateway at the Braylock Inn. You could actually stay there. I don't think I'd ever do that, but, other people might. The Haunted Shanley Hotels in the Catskills. And then this one is the... Oh, one's private, one's not, but still. So if you want to get it, this one here is a digital brochure. And then there's one that's Get brochure itself. So this one is an updated one. I believe that's from 2024. I don't know when mine was actually gotten. I got it a few years ago. But that's the current one. You can see the different picture. I have a haunted doll on mine. I don't know where she's located. I don't know anything about her. I'm sure I could find it. But, look around your state and see if there's anything in your area. There could be some cool stuff there. This is a key, it looks like, or a keychain That's a blessing, a special blessing to America. So there's that. So all of that to tell you that one of the places that I wanted to go to, which actually is not on here, which surprised me, is called Sylvan Beach Haunted Amusement Park. So for a lot of people, you're thinking, oh, it's just going to be some stupid thing that's, like Halloween ghost tour stuff. No, this is a vintage amusement park with the classic amusement rides in the games. And it's actually known, oh, this says it is on there. Maybe they updated the book. So here we are, we're back on this thing. But here's Park After Dark Ghost Tours. It's at Sylvan Beach, New York. And as you can tell, these rides, that's a wooden roller coaster, folks. I don't know if you could tell very well. But that's a very old wooden roller coaster. And I can't see what that says. But it says it's in Utica, Oneida County. I don't know if I can find it on the map. But it's basically in the middle of Utica. Yeah. Did I say Utica? Yeah, Utica, Oneida. So it's right here. Okay, and if that tells you anything, my area was down here. So it's quite a distance. Yeah, quite a distance from, it's my whole hand length away on the map. So you can imagine how far it is in real life. Okay, so this thing is actually really cool. It costs only $30 to get in. And it's only open Friday and Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. And this is for the ghost tours. It's actually open. You can go there during the daytime. But for the ghost hunting part, it's after 9:30 p.m. in the summer for Friday and Saturdays. You pay $30 and you can go in. It's actually been featured on Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunters, which is the link to it. It says Season 9, Episode 7, for anybody who wants to watch it. And here's some actual really cool freaking pictures. Now, that's not a ghost. That's a guy with a gun pointed at his butt. Okay. And there's a Ferris wheel. It looks like it's really neat to do. I wanted to go to it. I mean, I still do want to go to it. My mom and I were just talking about it the other day. I don't have people in real life that would like to do this with me, so I tend to do it with my parents. And my mom is scared of ghosts, haunted things. You see enough horror movies and you're like, ah. So if I ever find somebody, and I believe I have, but I'll talk to her. We'll see if we can't get up there together and go check it out. But this is one that I wanted to go to. But, so I'm at 13 minutes. I'll probably end it here shortly. But, yeah, take a look around your area and see what's out there. I'm going to get another copy of the History Trail brochure. This is free. And, we'll see if it's updated with the Sylvan Beach thing on it. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can see. And, take a look in your state. They might have something like this. If not, make one. Look around your state and the different things to do. The 13 Curves on Onondaga Hill. There's Belhurst Castle. And the cool thing is that you're looking at things that you didn't know existed. Dr. Best House and Medical Museum. That seems creepy. Okay. I don't like doctors, so that would probably trigger me a little bit. But yeah, take a look around. I'll share more of this next week, but I just wanted to do a quick show through of something cool that we have in my state. So, bye guys. Have a great week.